First host, shame, because well, if the library was open, I would have been able to do some relaxation as before we explore. Well, so before and after we explore this Wrecker's Mill. Not sure if it has a specific official name. They always call it the mill in quotation marks, so I theorize that might be what it is. We've got downtown Lake Stevens here. I hear they're supposed to be doing like a peaceful protest in a couple of hours, so I might have to skedaddle. Would you look at that? That's some nice little detailing. And of course the front doors are still all blocked up with everything. And the inside, I believe, is also unfinished for the most part. Oh, you see they've got that. I don't think we get the best view from that front door, but you know. But I think it's all going pretty well. There was a farmer's market here yesterday. This is the day after the farmer's market. Didn't feel like coming to it. Got this, employee rights, job site, restricted, all that stuff. Got just a bunch of there's a bunch of empty space in there, and I think that's mostly by design. Got some power management here. It looks like AC power, perhaps. Familiar trash bins and planters that have been around this area for a long while, now that I think about it. I remember this little fire pit here had been set up in North Cove Park some time ago. I think it was during Christmas a while ago when I was here, and they've since put it around here. And this is a neat little area. They've got rocks and water flow such. I'll head over here through these little planters. They've all got a theme here. It's interesting. Like, this feels very much fitting to this mill aesthetic. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? They've got like this little water. I think this is supposed to be for decoration, and it has some kind of purpose. My theory, the more that I look at it, my theory is that this is going to, spew water. It's going to be a fountain, and then it's going to flow all the way over there, where it's going to drain. I'm stepping over it. Use water feature at your own risk. Surface may become slippery when wet. Museum and the library didn't get anything during this COVID-19 construction. Who knows? They might have been able to paint them a two-tone, not gray color. Although, if the library does end up eventually getting rebuilt, maybe the museum can take the entire space, and then, more museum. Always great. Just around here, I'll post a picture of it, but just around here, somewhere on this path, I think it might have been around that area, there was a desk just sitting there, and it was part of the artistic concrete company that worked on it. They must have left a desk out or something. It was weird. And then I sent it, and people said that it looked like it was some kind of a 3D render of a desk as opposed to an actual picture of a desk taken in a sunny day. Nice little rockwork benches here. Pretty interesting stuff. We've got this, which is Veterans Memorial. Taking video kind of cramps in the aspect ratio, or the camera wideness, so I'm going to take pictures as well. But we've got just the same plaque. I believe it's the same plaque, or maybe it's just the same text that was there before. Weird van. Hope I don't get kidnapped. Would be kind of inconvenient right now. Lake Stevens War Memorial. I have pictures before all these flags are here. I have pictures of these flags in their old place, which I might actually visit, but yeah, coming back around, I forgot about these little roundels here. Most of these seem to be, I've seen multiple for the Navy, but then we see the Coast Guard, the Merchant Marine. Saw two that said Navy on them. Not sure if, probably very different things. So before we head out to explore more of North Cove, I'm going to bring you guys to where the flags and the War Memorial used to be. Alas, they used to be about there-ish in that area. So, yeah, the original space is now taken up by the mill because Town Hall was demolished and the mill was constructed. And I've been taking pictures since 2019, sort of about a year ago from now, of this mill under construction, back when it was nothing but pylons. I don't know, pylons, pillars, I don't know, but I'm gonna bring us to where the flags were temporarily being held. For a sense of direction, that yellow truck was seen in the previous, and there's North Cove Park right there. We're in this little parking space for the boat launch right here, and this is where it used to be. They still have this concrete display, I think, here. And they've still got all these traffic cones over the old foundations for the flags, base for the flags. I don't know what it's called, but you want something that's all still here, which is interesting. Alternative trash can design. A barrel with a plastic thing on top. They used to have trash cans right over there that were of the different design that we saw at the mill. Pretty interesting change, fellas. Couldn't afford another trash can. This area is also open now. We've got BMX bike from the looks of it there. Looks like someone's hanging out around these parts. Park rules. Please respect social distancing. Funnily enough, that green bike there is apparently found within the lake. It was found at the bottom of the lake. Very, very interesting circumstances, I must say. Also very, very interestingly shaped dock. They have these little triangle shapes sticking out of it. I wonder what's going on there. Also, we've got police boat. I think I've seen these boats wandering around the lake at sometimes there's crimes happening on the water, and police gotta catch them. So. And it looks like we've got electrical equipment just sort of along the side. Interesting stuff. Also a stick probably from yesterday's farmer's market, I'd wager. But really interesting. More barrel cans. Not sure why they've got barrel cans here. And this one, Jarrett Robert Pickley, or Pilkey, not Pickley. I'm on a path, goes from here, and then sort of back to the mill. It's got all of these lights strewn about it. These lights appear to be very dense where they are, and then non-existent where they aren't. Like they're all along there, but then they end, and then there's nothing, and then they're here, and they're like every 6 feet. It's weird. So I wonder if somebody used these as markers in a line to be like, social distancing, stand right next to these, okay? Stay as far apart from each other as these are from each other. They're a bit more than 6 feet. I think they're like 12 feet. I don't know. I'm not great at gauging distance all that much. Another bench not memorialized to anyone, not dedicated in any way. I remember I came around here a couple of weeks ago. There was still a fence, but there's a big hole in the fence. There was a gap in it, and I was like, if I so desired, I could walk into the area. But I figured that the mill was close enough to completion that wasn't going to be a great idea. You know, and when I think about it, the more I think about it, the more I think, yeah, I was right. That wouldn't have been a great idea. People are working here. What does this sign say? It's rules. Just rules. Yeah, now they've got them here. Then no more. Interesting stuff. I wonder if we wasn't here yesterday, so I didn't get the chance to take pictures and video. They're holding that farmers market weekly, so maybe I'll attend it one day. Who knows? Who knows? I also like this little on these grates. You see, wavy. Really nice. Yeah. I've got furnishings in here. I'm kind of, you see? Interesting stuff. Got chairs sitting around. Weird stuff. That's a hose. It's a hose just on the floor. And this entrance, I wasn't very familiar with, but I always knew it existed. But it's interesting to be so close to it, because for most of my time here, because I do work here, for most of my time, everything beyond this gravel was construction, because of course, you know, the mill. So it's really interesting that maybe someday I'll end up using that. 1808, before the city of Lake Stevens, before the mill even existed, before the Rucker brothers, who made the Rucker mill, they didn't make the city, but sort of kickstarted the city, were even born. Maybe their parents were born. Maybe their grandparents were born. I don't know. I don't know all that much about the Rucker brothers. Just quite a bit. There's a, you can see through. Interesting stuff. Yeah. Heard about some peaceful protests around this area. Nothing's started yet, but then again, I've only been here for 30 minutes? Less than? Yeah. So I'm just gonna keep walking around. Oh, this is interesting. Little pipe. Oh, goes up. Okay, I gotta check this out. Christmas lights are failing here. Oh, okay, so we go along, all the way along. Wow, where does this lead? Because it comes straight out of the ground there, so I wonder what the purpose of this pipe could be. Keep walking. Now we're around front. There's the front door. Offers electrical to this part, maybe that box. Let me give some perspective as to where exactly we are. Parking lot. Museum entrance. Always know it's kind of hard to tell where exactly you're filming from. Right there. So I guess that's all in terms of video. I'll have to walk around the same area and take pictures and all that stuff. I don't want to forget about this place back during COVID times.